All right, so what in the world is going on with mortgage rates? Now keep in mind, mortgage rates are not based on current economic conditions. They are based on how the market anticipates these conditions months and years down the road. And mortgage-backed securities and mortgage rates have been trading within a fairly predictable range. And when we look back to, say, mid-March, it's really been based on forecasts on anticipation that the Fed would pause in the rate hikes after the May meeting. Also was kind of built in was this anticipation that the Fed would possibly cut rates by the end of the year. And this was kind of holding rates within its very predictable range. And what we've seen with recent economic data coming in, that the labor market is still incredibly strong, both in job growth and in wages, that retail sales is pointing to very high levels of consumer spending and demand, that manufacturing and business data is showing that sectors are still in expansion, not contracting the way that the Fed wants to see, right? They want to see that their rate cuts, that their restrictive monetary policy is slowing the economy, which would push down prices and ease inflation. So we went from a 90% probability of a pause in June to now a 60% probability of another rate hike in June. This also has adjusted the forecast for potential cuts by the end of the year. We were at multiple cuts. Now we're looking at possibly one or no cuts to close out 23. And this change in forecast has been pushing up rates into a new, unfortunately, higher range. Now, whether we stick in that range is going to be based on incoming economic data. We do have another jobs report here on Friday, and then we have another CPI inflation data, the market's favorite, coming up on the 13th, which is the first day of the next two-day Fed meeting. So we do have some stuff between now and then that can potentially change these forecasts as well. You have any questions about these headlines, about how these headlines impact your purchase power, or if you want to talk about how to maximize your pre-approval in a very aggressive housing market, definitely give me a call. This is Billy.Saylor, your mortgage professor, 571-330-5884. Hope you all have an amazing Memorial Holiday weekend. Definitely keep in mind all those that have lost their lives in service to our country. God bless America.